Jacqui-lee Pryce for Shadowboxruk UK. See, I knew this was going to be a good day.
Hey,
I knew this was going to be a good day. We're here at Box Park, Wembley, for the Usyk Dubois little workout thing. And guess who we bumped into?
Hey, trouble. I bumped into trouble.
Bloody
it's been a
hell.
long time coming. This is my debut with you, right?
It is, and
was
to be
worth the
fair,
wait.
hey, listen,
Yeah.
it's going to be
On my
worth the
part, I
wait.
feel
Trust
like
me,
it
trust me.
was.
Hey, both of us, you come that side, darling. Yeah, it's worth the wait. And here's the thing. Firstly, congratulations. So for those that have been probably living under a rock, unified Super Bantamweight champion, Ellie Scotney.
Hey, don't sound too bad, that. Don't
Kicking
sound
down
cheers.
people,
Yeah,
giving them some licks.
a little bit, but yeah, fresh off it. I think I've had about 11 hours sleep, so I'm suffering, but I'm happy and I'm grateful. So
Hey, listen, you know what? Your face looks more battle worn, but let's be fair, you were dishing out. No, but listen, let's keep it real. It makes it look worse than it is because she was dishing out. No, I'm joking aside now. You were dishing out some of the qualitiest boxing that I've seen.
I appreciate you.
And what I like as well, Ellie, is you've just been in the back. I did a review. You've been in the back, keeping your backside quiet, not making yourself busy, and you get on that big stage and you perform. How you know, you obviously had a chance to look back. How do you feel?
Do you know what, Jackie? I feel like you've known me for a long time now, and I've always remained the same. I've never changed, and I never will. So I've always been brought up. You know, you let your actions talk, and I feel like that's what I did. I remained silent, I remained how I am, and I've asked for the opportunity, I've asked for the stage, and sometimes when you get it you can underperform, but you know, I rise to the occasion, and yeah, I feel like I announced myself all over again.
Announce! Announce! Listen, like I said, you're one of these people that have been working away quietly. Really? Anyway, so you've announced yourself definitely on this stage. One of the things that I'll say, like Ellie, is now with hindsight, because there've been a few times where opportunities have kind of passed you by, and you've probably had to sit back and watch other people. Frustrating, or is it one of them things that you already know, like when it's my time, it's my time?
Do you know what, Jackie? It's a case of when it's God's time, and no one can deny that, and no one can delay that. So, you know, I've had my faith to cling on to hold in, and yeah, he's over-delivered for me, and I'm forever grateful for that.
I saw you whispering. Thank you. Thank you to God after.
Every time.
Gratitude. I like that because we can't keep asking, can we?
We can't keep asking. I think that's the case. Sometimes we're asking, and you know, every time, even for the delays and the denials, I thank you because it leads you to the path that you need to. And at the time, you don't understand that, but yeah, timing and everything. It's everything.
So let's talk about Mercardo. She literally, and I honestly do not mean this as a disrespect. I've watched her before. She's been in with Serrano. Decent little fighter. Was finding it, let's say, difficult for the first few rounds to find a range. You were beating her to the punch. You kept picking her off and then getting on your bike. I mean, all those pieces were coming together, weren't they, on Saturday?
Yeah, do you know what? I laughed afterwards to Shane. I said, Shane, you're a good coach, you know.
He's like, I know.
Yeah, he's like, I know that. So I had to brush his ego up a little bit. But everything, the game plan, what he said she would throw, what would work, it was literally, if you had pen to paper, it was gospel truth. So yeah, it's just everything, trusting in the game plan and delivering when it counts.
The flow though was there, and I wonder as well, because I'm going to be honest with you, Ali, I was surprised when you signed with MVP, and only because that whole social media thing, and it's quite showy, and you're not like that, you're not someone to push yourself up. So I was like, oh, this is going to be interesting when they keep sticking mics in her face. But you've risen to the occasion. How's it been?
Do you know what I've said from the minute I've met them? You're right, Spence, when I get in.
Oh, Spence! Come on, Spence! Oh,
They might not see
trying to steal the old limelight. No way.
From the minute I met them, had calls with them, they made me feel part of something, and it's been a rare time that I've kind of got that in the sense of boxing. So yeah, I've remained myself, and I feel like they've pushed me and they gave me the platform, and yeah, and I think everyone's taken to it. So they're real good people, and yeah, they're pushing me in the way that I've asked for that. So yeah, I'm grateful.
sum up in a couple of words what it was like to walk out in Madison Square Garden, because let's be fair, that is the pinnacle.
Do you know what? It was funny because I sat afterwards and was watching Katie and Amanda, and I looked around. I got goosebumps when they ring walked.
Even now, And
I said to my brother, "Oi," and he was like, "What?" I was like, "I boxed here." Like, I didn't realise. That's gonna sound stupid, but generally, when we talk about flow state, I was in that, and it generally felt like just me in that arena. So I didn't soak it in on the ring walk. I soaked it in when they ring walked, and to be part of that, I would have gone there as a fan. Generally.
Hey, this was me. This was my night.
Crazy.
Do you know it's crazy because I see Ruth there, another Lynn girl, an old Lynn girl.
Do you know what, Jackie? I say this all the time.
Crazy.
She was my first introduction. He's done it again. She was.
But you wouldn't do it to them. So you know.
She was
anyway,
my first,
the Lynn.
Yes.
The Lynn connection.
She was my first introduction to women's boxing, and honestly, I say it now, she's one of the most technically talented females I've ever watched in my life. She fights like a man. So.
And that is, and for people that don't know, because listen, when you get told you fight like a man,
it's the best compliment ever.
Or padded like you, padded like a man. I'm like, lovely.
Thank you
so much.
It's ironic, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But you know, it is beautiful though to see that we've still all these years. Yes, I'm slightly older
no, you're
than
not.
you guys,
no,
but I remember
you guys.
I remember you guys in the Lynn. And especially for reference, it was really tough, wasn't it, El? As a female fighter, just come forward. I'm fully in fame and you're not. It was tough for girls back then, wasn't it?
It's tough for girls back then. It's tough for girls still now, and I feel like that's a barrier we've all got to overcome. And the nights like Friday are slowly getting there. So yeah, back in the day, you see it for yourself. You was one of one, really. That was it. So.
Yeah, definitely. Just very quickly, what do you think about the whole Savannah Marshall? Shadeza Green.
I'll be honest, I haven't got to watch the fight, but from gradual talking to everyone, they said, especially with the point of, very, very unlucky as such, but I think it was a close fight and maybe they'll run it back, but I haven't watched the fight to comment on it. Did you manage to, what did you think?
Honestly, I actually think that, I don't want to use the word robbed.
Yeah.
I'd say it was very close, but then I actually went back and watched it again because I thought, and then I thought, no, Savannah won that. Savannah won it. But fair play, you know what? It is what it is. Shadeza, it was bittersweet because it was nice to see this kid. The work, you can see that she's put a lot of work in over the years. Anyway, I know there's other people waiting. I just want to get your opinion on Alexander Usyk versus Dubois. Now, it's difficult because I know you're a Greedy Belly fan. I'm a Greedy Belly fan too, but I know Dubois from obviously he was coaching. Well, no, he was at Islington before. So is this a bit difficult? Is this difficult?
I think, like we said, Daniel's coming in with the world of confidence. He's thriving, and he's someone that's always been dangerous, but now he's someone that's dangerous that believes in himself. And that in the heavyweight's a scary factor. And you can see he's excited, he's giddy almost, but he's now a world champion. And that gives you a level of confidence that you can't buy or you can't teach. So that in itself, but again, we go to Usyk, and I've said it before, he's someone that you don't pick to fight twice because you've seen him repeating how good he's in rematches. You've seen it with AJ, you've seen it with Fury, and he's more conclusive on the second time around, and I'm just edging towards that because I generally believe he's a generational talent, and for someone to be undisputed at cruiser, heavyweight, and then go, hang on a minute, I'm going to do it again, I think that talks for itself.
Lastly, you're a woman of faith. There was Usyk's faith was questioned, and I think in the moment everybody just got a little bit heated. Everyone was having a laugh and a joke, and then all of a sudden it got lost in translation and whatever. Do you think though he's been given the fuel? Because I know if someone questioned my faith, and I love Don, and this is no disrespect to Don, but I know that if someone questioned my faith, I'd be like, really?
Do you know what, Jackie? And I think you can know the same. God knows our hearts.
Yes.
And to have that walk of confidence that you do when you walk with God, you step differently, and you see that in his persona. He doesn't need anyone's, pat on the back or anything like that. It's glorified from God, and I don't think that will fuel anything because all the fuels come inside, which is godly given, and I don't think that will be any different on the night.
I am so. This is just beautiful. How you've grown up to be such an amazing,
I appreciate
not only young woman inside the ring, but outside the ring, Ellie.
No, I
Serious.
appreciate you, and I generally do. And it's been a pleasure to finally be interviewed by you, and I mean that because, like you say, what we've done for women's boxing, but what you've done, and that's probably a harder way to do it because even now you see people, they come through the camera, but you stand there and you stand firm in what you believe and pick yourself up.
Thank you, my love.
God bless. God bless.